If you've played TF2 for any amount of time, you've definitely come across your fair share of odd and bizarre things. Whether it's the people who play this game, or the odd bots or other interesting things you've seen, you're definitely bound to be amazed at how weird this game and community is. And just like any encounter regarding TF2, I was using my social media of personal preference when a friend showed me this image, an iceberg meme image. Now, if you don't know what this image is, it's a sort of a tier list. However, instead of personally ranking something by your own tastes, it ranks on how an iceberg would function. You know how you see an iceberg, you can only see the very tippy top on the surface? Because most of the iceberg is below the water, and the deeper you go, the darker and bigger it gets, and the more creepy, dark, and bizarre it gets down in the ocean. So people will use this analogy to showcase how deep, unnerving, and unknown something can be. A good example of this would be conspiracy theories. At the top, you'll see basic bitch shit like chemtrails or certain celebrities that are not really being dead. Jews or some other niche society are all controlling the whole world, Pizzagate, shit like that. And the deeper you go, the more creepy, unknown, and bizarre the theories go. Stuff like empty internet, the Michigan blue hell, North Korean ghost ships, and stuff like that. Meanwhile, at the bottom, you have the most bizarre and horrifying theories, where it just sounds so stupid that it's made up, right? Who in their right mind could make up something like this? Like how 90% of all books are written by one person, skin is a parasite on our skeletons, JFK shot himself, air is poisonous to humans, berry bushes, and the Roman Empire still rules this world to this day, and other theories like that. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, I happened to come across a TF2 themed iceberg image, and this post is just great. Absolutely perfect. To take the conspiracy theme to TF2 is just, mwah, it's perfect. Like here, look at the top, with the Pablo Gonzalez 2008 tier with shit like crouch jumping, Uber charges, random crits, telefragging, and all sorts of basic bitch TF2 mechanics or game features. And how deeper you go, it's stuff like the Fat Scat meta, or Blizzard makes nigger killer bots to help damage TF2's reputation, frag grenades exist, strange sharp dressers exist, and shit like that. Then you get deep down to the levels like Benny Cheats, Gary's Mod Snuff Films, Robin Walker Doppelgangers, Taco Ball Australian Farming, and then you get to the bottom. Shit that sounds so bizarre that it has to be made up. Right? Demo Man won the war update. Valve really closed back in 2008. The Crate Depression denial claims. Dust Bowl games are live footage, and every map in TF2 is really hydro. This post was just so good. I loved reading it, and it got me laughing really hard at some parts. One of my favorites out there on this list was the Taunting Israelis. That is such a funny play on words with the dancing Israelis, and mwah, mwah, I loved it. Made my day the first time I read it. In case you don't know what a tier is in this, it's in the veteran tier, the Taunting Israelis. Veteran tier. It's just beautiful, man. So after having my good chuckle, I went on with my day, playing games and doing the stuff I have to do in my everyday life. However, I couldn't get this idea of taunting Israelis out of my head. No matter what I did, I just couldn't get this idea of taunting Israelis. Ugh. So, after pondering this idea unwillingly for hours on end, I decided to look the phrase up, taunting Israelis, on DuckDuckGo. That didn't really get me any results because, first of all, I will not use Google no matter what. And at least regarding TF2 wise, I couldn't get any solid results. So, after that, I would have just gone on with my day and waited for some other earworm of an idea to get into my head. However, this wouldn't go away. If surface web search engines wouldn't get me the results I needed, maybe it requires a bit of my own digging to see what's up here. And I need to see maybe if there's even anything afoot. So, pondering the thought a bit more, I started thinking, what is the phrase taunting Israelis named after? The dancing Israelis. And what is the dancing Israelis? A bunch of Israeli workers who were acting really, really odd during 9/11. Dancing, celebrating, and overall just acting so odd for a national tragedy. So, let's make some comparisons here. People say we live in a pre and a post 9/11 world, and that usually means the innocence and easier times we once had were long gone due to the traumatic and awful things that force us to no longer have said good times. Like for when the US, when 9/11 happened, individual freedoms have been withered away and government power has increased, all in the name of keeping people safe and stopping terrorists. So, is there a TF2 equivalent of 9/11? After thinking this over and even talking to a friend about this, I realized that, yes, there is a TF2 equivalent of 9/11, and that would be the Meet Your Match update. You may think I'm joking, however, I'm not. I am dead ass fucking serious with this. Think about it. TF2 was a much better and enjoyable time back then. People more relaxed, easygoing, and overall more fun to be with. Less weapons, less abrasive people, less abrasive ugly cosmetics, and a much more profitable and stable economy, with earbuds, less unusuals, and overall a more positive experience. However, when did the good times end, if you shall call it? Around 2016, the same year Meet Your Match dropped. And what has happened since then? A dwindling player base, cheaters running amok, a bloated and stagnant economy, a awful competitive mode, and the removal of pubs. The times in TF2 have not been good as of late, and I wholeheartedly believe this connection to be true. They say the more you stare into the abyss, the more it starts to stare into you. And this is one big rabbit hole I feel I've uncovered. It's just so coincidental. Why did Meet Your Match happen? No one really wanted it, and no one liked it. Just like a national tragedy. Why on God's green earth would this happen? Was this a horrifically freak accident that wasn't meant to happen? No. No, it wasn't. I wasn't sure myself, but I had to ask, what is the prime motivator of all things in this world? Money. Money and power. These two things are a big reason why most wars happen, why most governments act, why most people get out of bed in the morning. The same with TF2. I didn't notice this at first, but after looking closely at this photo from Meet Your Match, look, in the background. I didn't see it at first, but after studying this image for hours, I caught it. Look, in between all the characters fighting in the background. Look, yes, that is what you think it is. 9/11. And no, this photo was not edited. So, this proves that what I'm saying and have been saying is true. Meet Your Match was the 9/11 of TF2. However, this didn't solve the mystery entirely, so I zoomed in on the 9/11 photo, and look at what we see. It's the TF2 characters dancing and taunting, celebrating that such an awful event happened. And you know why? Because the people who keep this game going for profit are going to benefit greatly from it. And who would these people be exactly? People who make cosmetics in the workshop and Valve as a whole. With the game being ruined with Meet Your Match, quality in the workshop will easily drop to an all-time low, and they will make more money off their awful and unoriginal workshop submissions, and Valve, the puppet masters, will gain at the expense of the player base even more than the people who make the awful cosmetics. This theory is beyond a shadow of a doubt, right? And thinking about this theory ties into other theories from, the iceberg image I showed earlier. Meet Your Match was made intentionally bad, and who knows how many other conspiracies tie into this. After all, it was in the middle of an iceberg, and an iceberg is a whole intact object, so everything ties together. Robin Walker doppelgangers, they exist, and they help us lead off the scent by him telling us what the proper ideals are for this game, that what they benefit from is going to be from his mouth, so we should all follow it. And flying scouts drop mad milk into our water supplies, and since mad milk isn't semen, it helps poisons us with the bonk we drink because the recipe's impure. Aimbot and all the game's mechanics are used to distract us from all this. The random crits are meant to piss us off, and Hydro, Hydro is one of the least played maps, and because it has the original design of the game, because it was the first of the 6 maps in the game. And TF2 was released on PC, Xbox 360, PS3 back in 2007. 3 versions of TF2 at release. 3 6s. 666. Oh my fucking god. It all makes sense. I have finally found out the truth. And now that I have, oh god, they're coming for me. Oh god, I need to get out of here. They're going to be here any minute. Shit, I must get this information out now before it's too late. And hey, I don't know who the hell are you. Stay away from me. I'm going to defend myself. You do not step back. No. Okay, no. What the hell is it? You stay away from me. Oh God, help me. Please, someone help me. Please now. Oh God, please help me now.
Hello there. It appears this video was made with a lot of terrible mistakes and mishaps into leading you astray. This video is simply the ramblings of an insane person who has
been led astray
by wacky and utterly insane conspiracy theories. And that person was in fact
me, BigBthefluffyredneck. However, I have realized the error in my ways. TF2 is a perfect game, every way, shape, imaginable. And the such awful conspiracy theories, these are simply outright propaganda that I have fallen victim to, meant to upset people like you, the honest TF2 players out there. Please disregard all information in this video, and go on with your purchasing, sharing, and enjoyment of all TF2 and Valve products. Thanks.
and have fun.